What's up everyone, Gids here for another video on Gran Saga Global, and in this video I will be listing out all the places that I know of so far where you can get free diamonds for you to be able to use in your progression for Gran Saga Global. Okay, so yeah, if I happen to miss out any of the places where you can get crystals, please let me know in the comments below. If this video is going to be helpful to you guys, please leave a like on the video and of course subscribe for more Gran Saga Global content. Okay, so yeah, free diamonds basically is the currency, this currency right here, that's very important because you use it for summons. Okay, this is the main currency that you use for summons, and I think a lot of people should understand it by now that if you use crystals, or I keep saying crystals, if you use diamonds to summon, that's when you get to advance your SSR meter right here, or your pity meter, right? But if you are using these currencies right here, like Sacred Trees Fruits and Sacred Trees Memories for summoning, they are not really going to advance your PT, okay? So that's just something you have to keep in mind. This is why it's very important to get a lot of diamonds, because this is how you can advance this meter right here, okay? I'll quick tip here, don't use your diamonds here, and here. Never use it for these three right here unless you've already maxed out your Fuxiao, or you've already gotten your stuff right here, the stuff that you actually want. Okay, so don't use your free diamonds over here on these three right here. I really recommend just use it on banner characters. But if you're feeling kind of spicy and you just want to get any random SSRs, then go ahead, I'm not gonna stop you. Okay, anyways, let's start with the video, and of course the most obvious ones, I'm gonna start with the most obvious ones. It's going to be your main quest and side quest. So right here, this one right here is your main quest, right? So you can also check them out over here on quest and main quest. So everything over here, almost everything will be giving you some crystals or diamonds. I think it's almost, yeah, it's 100 diamond per quest for some of these quests right here. So it's pretty simple, just it's something that you're going to have to do anyway, right? Everyone should be progressing their main quest as much as possible until they get stuck. And then once you get stuck, you start working on the side quest. So side quest is your second place where you can find a lot of the crystals or diamonds, and also some of the summon currencies. Okay, so those are some of the most obvious ones. And of course, you also have your dailies, okay? Dailies and weeklies. I can't show it right now because of the animation, but yeah, you can basically see them over here. So you have your daily, so that's 300 per day, and weekly you have 500 per week. Sometimes there will be events where you can actually get some crystals or diamonds, but right now we don't have any event of the sort. And checking honor right here, I haven't seen anything that actually gives diamonds. Oh, there are some, but yeah, you'll just have to look for it. Okay, next up is over here on exchange. So it's gonna be this one here on Morrow's Blessing. So Morrow's Blessing basically is just you dismantling some grand weapons that you have. Usually it's the common ones, right? The ones that you don't really need, and it's going to give you 300 diamonds every 12 hours. So this one's gonna be slow, but that's still around 600 per day if you keep up with your timer right here. Okay, next up, for one of the heavy hitters and one that gives so much diamonds, it's gonna be Arena right here. So if you look at the rewards for Arena, you actually get a lot of diamonds for the rank that you achieve, right? So starting off at getting 150 points, you already start getting some diamonds over here. I think it starts at 500. Is this 500? I can't see, but yeah, currently I'm already at Diamond 2 at 1800 points. So once you get to 1950, you're gonna get 2400 more. And there's also weekly ranking rewards over here. So yeah, just push this one as high as you can. And a tip that I'll leave with you guys for this one is to always just do this one right here, like the challenge. Don't ever do repeat challenge right here because it's just gonna pick random enemies. So I don't really advise going through here. Like 3 winning streak gives you +6 points upon victory. This one gives 50% bonus score. Sometimes it gives even 100% when you're on a good streak. So whenever you click challenge, of course, you try to select enemies that are farmable. Like for example, this guy's at 89k power only and my team's already at 124. Then I think that's a sure win. I'll definitely just keep spamming this guy until he gets out of my list. Right, so that's basically how you want to farm arena right here. And again, this is one of the content that gives so much diamonds at the early stages of the game, because these things are, I think these are seasonal, right? So basically we just started the season, right? So everyone's going to get so much diamonds from this one. So yeah, I suggest you keep grinding on your power already and keep grinding on your teams. Again, a little bit of tips here, I guess. If you have a lot of excess gold, you can upgrade your stats over here. So row 3 and row 1 are the ones that I currently use. I don't really like putting anything on row 2. I mean, it increases critical and critical damage, but I don't think there are a lot of units that makes use of that. Probably crit damage later on in the game, but getting flat attack right here, or attack percent increase, is pretty much already good. And then block rate or HP on the front line is already pretty good. Okay, so next up is for affinity towards your grand weapons. So whenever you summon grand weapons, you actually start creating affinity towards them. So this game is like treating them as companions for your character. So basically, whenever your character is casting a skill for that particular grand weapon, affinity for that grand weapon increases. So it's going to be right here on this thing right here. So you can see here I have 8 hearts on some of the stuff over here already. It's because these are the ones that I most oftenly use, especially since I main Fuxiao, right? So I've been playing with Fuxiao for the past 3 days already. So it makes sense that you have a lot of XP right here. But if you want to farm all the other characters here, I'll show you an easy method on doing that. But anyways, you get some diamonds from this one, but I guess it's not a lot. You can say it's not a lot, but it adds up, right? Like it's 30, 30, 30, 30, right? This thing adds up. And of course, if you do this for all grand weapons that you have, that's going to be a lot, but of course, it requires a lot of work. Okay, so an easy way to actually farm this one is to just farm the overworld, right? Just go AFK in one map and click on full. Because if you put this on, they're not gonna use their abilities. Wait, she just used her ability. I thought you're not supposed to be using your skills. Okay, she's not using her skills anymore if it's on. Okay, so you want this to be on full. You might be worried that you'd run out of mana potions. Then what you want to do is to just disable the auto use of potions right here, especially if you're broke on gold. Like me at the moment, I don't have any gold because of some mistake that I've did. But anyways, yeah, easy way to farm this one is to leave a character out in the open world. I suggest you do this one in an area where your character can sustain themselves without really using up a lot of potions. So if you're going to use a character that's not really your main character and a character that you don't really use a lot, I suggest going to the lower level areas so that you won't be wasting a lot of potions for that account, right? Because potions can get pretty expensive, especially if you are free-to-play player. Next place to get diamonds is this thing right here, Medallions, okay? So you can see here you have progress towards each character that you own. So there are also stages to this one. And each stage that you complete, you get rewards such as diamonds up here. And some other rewards as well. Some free stuff that you can use to upgrade the characters. This is why this is very, very useful. So it's simple, very straightforward. Just read what it is requiring of you and just do it, right? For example, defeat 100 monster, use grand weapon skills 100 times, and increase affinity. So yeah, that's very simple. And then you get the 150 diamonds already. So it's a lot of very simple stuff. And again, these things add up. And as soon as they add more characters, you're gonna get a lot more access to more diamonds from this one. Next, we have Grandpedia as well over here. So this one, I think everyone is going to be, yeah, this one is going to be RNG dependent, of course, right? So you can see here it's just going to be dependent on how many grand weapons you acquire. One good way to farm this one, the crystals or diamonds from this one, is the monster one. So this one definitely very farmable because the only thing that you have to do is to look for the monster. So click on the monster, click on the habitat, and then click on move, kill the monster, and it should be registered to your Grandpedia, or this is like your codex, right? Or encyclopedia, monster encyclopedia. Everything else is just from drops, like for equipments. These are just drops, right? Okay. And then next one, we have titles. So titles in the game actually rewards you with diamonds as well. So it just depends on how many titles you own. So it's 150 for every 5 titles that you own. And again, it's very simple, straightforward. Just read what the quest requirement is and try to complete it, right? Very, very simple, right? So yeah, just check out these things and complete them and it's over, right? Okay, and then finally, the last one, the easiest one and the fastest way to earn a lot of free diamonds. You guys are gonna hate me for this one. It's to use your trap card. Like, I mean, I did not say this video is free to play, but anyways, the easiest, best way to actually get a lot of free diamonds is to just spend money onto the game. But if it's worth it or not, I leave it to your judgment. But please don't spend irresponsibly onto a game, because what this game can give you can sometimes be very frustrating, especially if you're an unlucky person just like me, who already spent on this thing right here. So this was actually a 12,000 plus 12,000. And I don't have much to show for it, right? So if you look at my equipment, it's actually very, very mediocre and not a lot of progress made for $100 purchase. So yeah, it's the easiest, fastest way to get a lot of free diamonds, but don't really recommend it unless you have a lot of disposable income for the game. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the stuff that I have. So again, if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.